recording.
For this top part of your homework, even though this is not the homework, this is just a problem set. For this top part where it says complete the pattern, using your place value chart is really going to make what this is asking you to do a lot easier, because it does kind of get hard to do it in your head. I don't even like looking at this and trying to do it in my head. So if I'm looking at, see, some of this I don't want to do exactly what's on. Okay, so they might have $43,000, 4 3/10, 430, blank, blank, blank. And they want to know what three numbers can go in those blanks. Well, sometimes when you're dealing with decimals, it's really hard to figure out. I try to say pick out and figure out. Figure out. That makes total sense. Figure out the pattern. Now, if I go 2, 20, 200, 2,000, it's really easier. But when you throw a decimal in there, it kind of gets a little bit more complicated. So I'm going to use the place value chart, because there it's, since I'm a visual learner, I can look at it and it's a lot easier to see it than it is to kind of maybe see it inside my head. Okay, so I'm going to write 43,000 on my place value chart, exactly like it is. So I have my decimal, 0, 4, 3, exactly like it goes. The decimal doesn't go anywhere. The decimal is always in the same place. Then I've got 4 with a decimal and a 3. So the 4 is on this side of the decimal, and the 3 is there. I'm just writing my numbers exactly as they are. With 430, is there anything behind the decimal? With 430. Where is the decimal? At the end. You can't see me. Okay, so it's 430 with the decimal being right there. So here, can you see, is it easier to visualize a pattern? Do you see what the numbers are doing here a lot easier than it is when you just got them written here horizontally? Yeah, no, maybe a little. Okay, what are they doing? Can you see?
We're going sideways and down.
Okay, so I can go down 1 and boop, boop, over 2, right? So they're actually increasing by 100. Because I went from 4 in the ones place to a 4 in the hundreds. So I can go 1, 2 over. So I can put the 4 over here. Then 3, then 0, 0, 0. No empty pockets. So I need 1, 2, 3. So here's my first one. I need a second one and a third one. So I need to go over 2 more. 4, 3, 0. No empty pockets. 0, 0, 0, 0. Then, so that's in the millions, and I'm going to have to do it again. I kind of ran out of room on my thing. I got to go over 2 more, and I'm out of room. 4, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. But the place value chart made it a whole lot easier for me to see what the pattern was. I mean, to figure out how many zeros I had to have in my number. If I had tried to figure that out, I'd be like, okay, what's going on? Now, I probably could have, maybe because I've been doing this a lot longer, probably could have looked at, okay, there's a 4 in the ones place, there's a 4 in the hundreds place, okay, it's increasing by 100, all right. But sometimes the numbers are a little bit more complex than that. It's really easy when you can put it on a place value chart. So it makes it way easier. Do you see where I'm going with that? I hope so. Okay, so let me clear that off. I'm not even pulling out the eraser. I'm going to get lazy on this one. If I can do it easy and fast, I'm going to do it easy and fast. Nope. Okay. So with this first one, I have 3 hundredths, 3 tenths. I've got a blank, a 30, a blank, and a blank. You see, that's the thing is when you've got missing numbers and a number and 2 more missing numbers, then it's on and popping sometimes. You really got to figure it out because you've got numbers and missing numbers and numbers and missing numbers. It really messes with your brain. So I know I've got one here. I like to add my decimals so I don't forget about them because I've had people try to squeeze numbers in there. That little skinny thing, there's no number there. There's a decimal there. So decimal 0, 3. And I just write it exactly as it is. Decimal 3. Then I have a blank. Then I have, oops. I didn't mean to do that. Then I have 30, so I need to do 1 here, another blank, and another blank. So, do you see, if I just focus on the 3, what is my 3 doing? This is almost like with your calendar. You can see, just look for patterns in movements. What are they doing? What is that 3 doing? Yes, Kate?
Increasing by 10.
It's just increasing by 10. Every time it goes in a diagonal position, it's just increasing by 10. It's being multiplied by 10. When it's getting kicked out of that twin-size bed onto the floor, because Sage is being mean and kicking Rory onto the floor, it's increasing by 10. So when you're going from hundredths to tenths or tenths to ones, it's increasing by 10. So every time you go from here to here, you're multiplying by a 10. So it's increasing by 10. So this would be 3. And then when you go from here to here, you would have 3, no empty pockets. 300. We don't leave any of those squares empty. So then this one, you would increase it again. You do not leave these empty. In front of the decimal, you have to put zeros. So this would be my blank, this would be my blank, this would be my blank.
I get it.
Okay? So if we, now they don't always go from small to big. When you were in lower grades and you had to deal with, when you have to do with number patterns, do they always go from small to big? No, sometimes they would go from big to small. Can you shut the door? Thanks. So this one, big old number. 6 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Because we have 6,500,000. Then we go to, and just to make sure you write them all in the right spot, we have 3 zeros, a 5, and a 6 to 65,000. Then we have a blank. Then we have 6 and 5/10. Then we have a blank. We only have 2 blanks on that one. See, I had to make sure, I almost did it again. You have to make sure that you leave that blank, otherwise you're going to mess up your pattern. So, I'm not trying to figure out going from here to here. I had to figure out going from where I have 2 of them side by side. Going from just picking a number, 6 to 6. How is it going? How is it getting there? The same 2 people. Yes, Jonathan? It's dividing by 100. When it's getting smaller, it's dividing. When it's going this way, it's multiplying. When it's going this way, every time it goes this way, it's dividing by 10. Well, it's not just going once, it's going twice. So it's dividing by 100. So it's going 1, 2 squares. So we need to go 1, 2. So it's ending up here. Yes, sir. And then we just have that. So then, how many jumps does this 6 need to go? 2. This way, right? So 1, 2. It's going to go here. What goes here? A 0. Because we cannot have an empty spot in between the decimal and the 6. Do you see how using the place value chart makes that a million times easier? It does for me. And I've been doing this for a while. And I have an easy time with number patterns. Because I'm one of those weird people that actually like number patterns. And I know, y'all, like, you're so weird. But like, I'll pick out number patterns really quickly. And this thing, I'm like, okay, give me a place value chart. Oh, there it is. And so so I can see it, it makes it easy. If I didn't have a place value chart, it would take me a lot longer. When I have a place value chart, it's quicker to pick it out. Okay? Not that I'm saying it's impossible, it's just easier with a place value chart. I'm less likely to mess it up. Okay, so what I want you to do is I'm going to make these bigger, and I want you to try letter C. Okay, so I want you to. So the person who's going to come up and fill in the blank is Maitland. Can you reach it? Well, you can just fill it in on the chart. Doesn't matter what color you use. Oh, sorry. Don't forget the third one. Very good. So you can see that it was decreasing by 10. So in order to figure it out, you would have had to go down here to see where you had 2 that were together. And see that they were just 1 square apart. So you could have gone here and worked your way up, and then added that one down, or however you need it to work it out.
What is this stuff?
For erasing. Okay.